and welcome to UC Today. I'm Susie Harrison, Senior Content Editor, and today I'm delighted to be joined by Justin Powell, who is Channel Leader at Dialpad. Welcome, Justin, and thank you for joining me.
Welcome, and thank you for having me. Look forward to the conversation.
So I know you guys are doing a lot of work on developing your channel, and obviously are known for your work in the AI field. So we're going to sort of bring those topics together today. And what are the opportunities and threats of AI that you see in the channel at the moment?
So if we look at threats, Susie, I think one of the key things is that a lot of people see AI as, I think there's a much bigger discussion around AI in the global world, and they see it as like a threat to people rather than an enhancement. We see AI as, especially in the communication industry, as how it can really enable people to do better jobs, how it can enhance customer service, customer satisfaction. So it's not actually a threat. I think it's a real great tool that can enable the end user of today to add value to that product moving forward. And then, as I said, enhance that customer experience.
And I think channel partners often stick to what they know, what they're confident in selling. And I don't know if you're seeing that, maybe that they're sort of catching up with AI. But how much AI expertise do you think a channel partner needs in order to be able to sell it?
So I think one of the key myths is AI isn't like a commodity. So it's something that is included. So from a channel perspective, the opportunity really for partners today is to understand how AI is enhancing that unified comms and CX offering rather than looking at it as a bolt on. I remember the days where, telephony was telephony and then all of a sudden we had instant messaging and video, right? And everything was new and fresh and whatever. And now it's just a common standard thing that we expect in a service. And I think AI is becoming more and more like that, where customers are expecting an element of AI and how they can utilize it in their daily activities and not just seen. If you look at Copilot, nobody is buying Copilot off the shelf. They're buying it as a part of a solution. And how Dialpad see AI is it's really adding value to our unified comms and contact center play and adding value across. So from the channel, where they see the opportunity really is talking to the customer about, is AI in their future? Is AI a part of what they need now? And not just look at it as something that could actually compete against what they're doing.
I agree. It's become so interwoven into everyone's everyday life, hasn't it? That, us working in technology, it's par for the course.
Yeah, it's enabling everybody to be more effective, right? So, Microsoft, and there's so many players in this space. And I think that's another key thing also is that AI for us is our own technology. It's everything that we've purchased and built in. There's no third party applications. The data is, our own. And that's key as well, because I think that's one of the other customer threats is, where does that data held? How are we working that AI engine? How is it all actually happening in the background? And I think that's key, but it's more about how we're really adding value into that core, where if someone's asking a question, we can pop up a play card very instantly, very quickly to help the user. No different to going into, Microsoft Copilot and saying, can you write me a PowerPoint presentation? It's all about how we can effectively use technology to help us in our daily activities.
So while you're not sort of speaking about AI or channel partners necessarily as a sort of separate entity, how are you ensuring that channel partners are sort of embracing, let's say, the evolution of technology that is powered by AI? Do you have those conversations where you're saying, you should really understand X, Y, Z? How does that work?
So I think when you onboard as like a Dialpad partner, we have a full sales training and technical training program, right? So it's not like, once again, you're onboarding and then going, well, what's this mystical thing that's sitting in the window? It's a full training program on understanding AI for UC, understanding AI for CX, all of our different AI modules. There's training on it, education. So the key thing is the partner is educated both online and through, face-to-face training through our channel partner team. So they're actually the sales team. In any partner, there's two key elements, right? How we educate sales and how we educate technical. And that's something that we do very well, is making sure that the salespeople understand what AI is, but not overcomplicating, because more importantly, people are there to sell. We're there to help them sell. It's opening a door, keywords, key understanding of what the customer is looking for, key challenges. and then we can help them on that technical and sales journey. But yes, 100% Susie, there is education out of the box to enable our channel partners to have those conversations.
And obviously that selling is a key point for channel partners. How do you see AI as protecting or actually increasing margins for partners?
So I think like one of the key things with the customer journey today is that how do they future proof themselves? So when you're a channel partner, you've got to look at how do I keep this customer rolling from 12, 24, 36 months? So with us, AI is, as I said, embedded in our technology from day one. So you're actually adding value. There's more margin. The license cost, yes, is more, but the customer is getting more for that cost. And the key thing for the channel partner to add today is that the customer may actually just be on a standard, should we say, telephony or contact center journey, not ready for AI, but the value is already in that product. So when the customer's ready to switch on with Dialpad, it's already there. There's no really add-ons from day one in UC, and we go from there. So the margin opportunity, I think, for partners is how they can actually add value to that customer sale. And that's where I think the difference is talking to partners in my time here at Dialpad. It's looking at the differentials in the market. Give you a key example. I think Microsoft Teams is a massive driver in the voice space. Dialpad add massive value into Microsoft Teams. We add all of our AR technology, all of our transcription. So if you're on a Teams call, you're actually using Dialpad, which adds value to that Microsoft Teams ecosystem. So that for the customer then is an added margin sell on top of what we could call like a standard Teams license.
And do you have a sense of your current partner base? Are they actively selling generative AI, or is it more of an untapped future opportunity? Where are they at in terms of leveraging this technology?
I think it's a mix, right? I think in our partners that are in the Microsoft ecosystem, they're more advanced because of, the great job that Microsoft have done with Copilot. But more importantly, I think a lot of partners are still selling traditional voice, across both platforms. But I think the interesting factor is there's two type of partners that we really want to work with. What I call like the solution specialists. So they're there as a software as a service house, that are really selling lots of different solution stacks. And then we're trying to also attract the traditional telecom partner that is actually selling on-prem or a mixture of hybrid and in cloud, and is looking for something different in their portfolio, because the market today is full of the usual suspects, as I call them. And I see Dialpad as a really good disruptor in that space where we can go to market and help them win deals where some of our competition, should we say, there's more of those partners out there, Susie. So we want to be like one of the few, not one of the many in this industry.
And I know you guys are expanding out of the UK and across Europe. Are you seeing different levels of AI readiness across, different countries, that you're expanding into, France, Germany?
So I think, look, from my short time here, I think different countries are in a different level of, I think we're probably the most advanced in an AI. I think, you've got to look at regulations across Europe. We know Germany is heavily regulated. So you've got to look at the regulations and which countries are looking at. But yes, we are looking to grow in countries. And I think from a European perspective is, we've just opened an office in France. That's our next, should we say, growth element. But we're looking at all countries across Europe and Benelux and so forth to look at partners and see, if they want to look at the AI journey. Because also, as well as I think AI has been pretty much around CX as well, Susie, where we look at it as a UC play. And talking to partners, they see one of our biggest strengths as a UC AI player. So where that client is not ready for the full CX experience, Dialpad is a brilliant fit for that UC customer that is looking for some added value in that AI offering.
Great. And I'm sure those countries, there's going to be so much fast evolution over the next year or so. It's going to be really interesting to see how people level up, and also how that regulation comes to meet it, which I think is also
Yeah, I mean, when you look in Europe, I think one of the key interesting stats that I see all the time is that the adoption rate from on-prem to cloud is still growing, right, Susie? So
yeah.
I think once again, though we're talking about AI, I think the opportunity still for channel across all Europe is how do we get that customer from that on-prem into that cloud, or how do we turn that cloud to cloud organization that were early adopters? And then now we've got more value across our technologies that enable that AI conversation to start coming in and being more of a powerful play.
Great. Well, thank you, Justin, so much for joining me today. And thank you to our viewers for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, stay tuned to uctoday.com for more stories like these, where we'll be tracking these subjects. So thank you for joining me, Justin.
Thank you, Susie.
Cheers.